the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in the I don't got fears and problems, only got real ones round them. Made the mill today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back.
Coach, we are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Second and 10, Stafford again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Hey, box drop.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that's complete to Jesse James. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go!
On second down, Minshew. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Hey, orbit.
51's the mic, 51's the mic. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Let's go. Mike, 51.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Hey, exit. Ready to go. Five.
To throw again on second down. Minshew. And this is caught at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards the pickup there.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Stafford. Buying time to his left. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Here we go with Johnson. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Stafford. That one taken in by the former Bruin, Jordan Lasley. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they got out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
At the 31-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
That's track. Switch. Check three.
They give it off here to the tight end. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready? 10-2, sir. Hey, Zoo.
Check 42.
Check up.
Check 42's the mic. Come on, huh?
Get it.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Five. Go.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Echo.
Mike's 42.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies...
Now.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Yo, go. Ready.
Off play action, it's Minshew. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the punt, they have a long way to go if they want to tie this football game.
And when you say a long way to go, you mean
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
50, play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Minshew throwing on third down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
42's a mark, 42's a mark. It's a party now. It's a party now.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Come.
Minshew, first and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second and 10, Minshew. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
70, Indy.
That's how we do, D.
An 8-yard loss on the play.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Now.
42, Mike, 42. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6. Cut. Deep river, deep river.
So third and long, here's Minshew. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Prater for the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
35-yard line.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, it's coming.
Get.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Right here, right here.
Hey.
Mike 51. Hey, I'm coming. Mike 51, Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
Yeah, that's what I do. 51's a Mike.
Hey, just go.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Agnew now to return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception to see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. After the sack on first down, Stafford under pressure again, and down he goes again. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Here's Minshew. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Yes.
It'll be Minshew again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Let's go now. 15 line. 59. 61. Matchbox light.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Hey, wahoo. I'll go.
Minshew sets to throw. It's the right side here, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call, and they feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Hey, foxtrot. 5.
Now Minshew. They'll roll it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Foles. Throwing right, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Johnson. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Detroit. 61 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But it's not been the best game for him. They definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. It hasn't been a banner game here in the 2nd half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire. And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
32!
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. On 2nd and goal, Stafford. And it'll be intercepted. A.J. Boyer with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Don't throw this way.
Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on Ayeeee Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Foles. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. You're not ready. You're not ready. Hey, check 24. Check.
Flat.
Foles. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. Here's Britton Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. But he will not make the 1st down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Under. We go.
Here's Foles. He's going to fire one deep over them into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
152 fighter.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On 2nd and a yard. Foles. And he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your team. There playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Lions.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Stafford now to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And James has it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. Stafford now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Johnson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 38, Stafford. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
You draw forfeit.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devon Kennard in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Another try after the 1st down sack. Foles, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. So that one will be accepted. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Will Harris. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Mike's 4-2.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Foles. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And able to find Conley. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
3 buzz.
Looking to throw. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Right at him.
Choose the mic. Check. 42's the mic.
12. Where to go?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Lambeau on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. An incredibly short, now a hit and a loose football. consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that will cut the lead down to 15.